Right, so I have returned once again to actually deliver another stream of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. We're actually good to go. We're good to go, I believe. Are we? Yes, we are. So yes, actually have returned to actually episode 20 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind, and as we know, episode 19 was brilliant. It really was. It's buonissimo episode, JoJo. Actually, it kind of heightened the whole theme of what Giorno's character actually stands for and everything like that. Actually, how it heightens his actual kind of main character kind of persona as well, and I actually quite like it. But this is the episode. This is the episode. This is the one. This is the one I've been most excited to actually see besides the torture dance scene. Oh man, I've been waiting for this one for a very long time. I actually want to see how well they do it. Oh my god, it's just that this is just the episode. Episode 20 is going to be the episode. Well, actually, there might be one later on as well, but this one is this one will be the episode. Right, we're actually working. I actually want to see whether or not my sound was working, but we're going. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Everything's a-okay. Oh my god. Right, so it's actually gone live. So, gone live for episode 20 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. And with that, I believe we are good to go. Are we though? That is the question. Are we good to go? We most certainly are on that front. Are we on this front? We most certainly are not. Twitch, why would you betray those crucial moments? Now we're good. Now we're working. So, let's put the full screen to show on the road. So in 3, 2, 1. Let's actually start this thing absolutely now. Oh my god, we've been starting the opening as well. That's why you know you're getting the episode. That's why you know you're getting the episode. You're getting the JoJo Man episode. Oh man. we have the good luck Bruno curtains as well. Do not worry. They are still very much present in the world. I'll put them closer just for the added good luck for the Bruno curtains. Oh man. I have been waiting for this episode for a very long time, for 2 years actually. It's actually called JoJo Part 5, the manga. Oh, this is just gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be an episode. Is this like the crucial one? This is the crucial one. Like, Giorgio's arc was the start, but this one is the crucial one. I'm hyped. But I'm hyped for the reasons of the boy. Oh my god, this is happening, isn't it? This is happening. This is happening, isn't it? We're actually living this timeline. How comes the computers in JoJo even have a cool transition? Oh. There should be a timeline like that for every single JoJo part, really. When you think about it, oh my god, there it is. There it is. There is the point. The point of JoJo's. Man, they're really going all out this episode, aren't they? They're really doing it this episode. Oh man, it's actually happening. At least my boy's here. At least my boy's here. The boy's back. The good luck curtains are back. I've actually missed Abakio shouting at Giorno quite a bit. This has actually done very well so far, to be honest. Very well so far. They really did actually give that whole entire scene a nice bit of perspective. It was actually really kind of cool, I must say. Abako's just like, this is a good time to sleep. He's my spiritual animal as well as my husband, to be honest. Oh my god, the OST as well. Even the boy does a pose when he actually doesn't have to do a pose at all. He poses anyway, because he's the JoJo man. Bruno really is an amazing character, though. I love Bruno so much. He's actually an amazing character. Honestly, I agree with you completely with that thought. To be honest, Bruno's just amazing. I love Juno as well, but Bruno's just. Here we go. Here we go. Oh man, he is. He is actually doing that perfectly. Oh, that line was exquisite. Exquisite. They are not doing his backstory at this very one point, are they? They very much are, aren't they? This hurts. At the point in which I'm like, woo, you throw the backstory in there. Was it later in the manga? I believe. Wasn't it slightly later? Not too far later. I swear it's just slightly. It's actually really good so far. I say it every week, but still, it's just beautiful. So I could have sworn it was after this arc. That's when they actually kind of hit you with a backstory. I think Bruno's backstory is actually the most interesting backstory out of every single member of the actual team, to be honest. Because his one's the most crucial one as well. But it's actually very interesting. That was an amazing transition, actually. Holy crap. That was amazing. But I think Bruno's one's the most interesting one because it's a different side of Fate, really. And interestingly, it also brings his whole entire character's backstory full circle. Honestly, that's so Bruno. That is so Bruno. Ooh! Ooh! I'm holding onto these curtains at this point because it's happening. It's happening. Oh my god. Is that the boy? Is that him? Oh my god, this is intense. I've read this and this is intense. They aren't doing the ED this week either. The Mad Lads. Oh no. No, please don't tell me he did it. He did it. Please don't tell me he did it. There it is! I mean, Emperor Crimson's okay. I give him that one. I give him that one. Ah! Why would you go and do that? You cannot put... You can't do that to my husband. I'm sorry, but you cannot put your fist through my husband. I refuse. Stop. Everyone I've loved in JoJo's had the fist through the goddamn chest. Or stomach. Jesus Christ. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this life I live. Oh, and end it right freaking there as well. Absolute mad lads. Absolute mad lads. There we go, lads. We've witnessed it. There it is, King Crimson. He has entered the court of the Crimson King. Woo! That was... Oh, that was intense. That was some intense JoJo. Oh, he just put his fist through the JoJo man. You don't put your fist through the JoJo man. It's against the law, I say. It's against the law. What did I buy these curtains for? I bought it to protect us. And what's it gone and done? I hate it. See, this is why the curtains are also there so I can just like... I can alleviate the actual anxiety I feel towards this arc because frickin' hell, this arc is just anxiety central. Jesus. When I say I've been looking forward to this arc, I've been fearing it. Like, when I read this, it was just like, but then when you watch it, like, it's just, and now we have the whole thing of how does King Crimson work, even though it actually does blatantly explain it, like, really freaking damn well. It's just one of those things. I have you know, if that's the case, I'll be pissed. I hate Araki's actual like kind of foresight at that point. If he actually does have foresight at that point, I don't know. Oh, this is the arc. This is the arc I've been fearing. Actually, there's been many arcs I fear in part 5 after this point as well, but still. It's just, oh my god, I hate it. I hate King Crimson. King Crimson's terrifying in the anime as well. He's just like, he's a small boy in the manga. I mean, you're like, damn son, that's King Crimson. But then in the anime, you're like, freaking hell, that's King Crimson. It's all the emotions that just go up in like one succession after another. You're just like, fuck man, give me a chance here. I still need my heart, okay? It's just why? This is why I fear always falling in love with someone, because something always happens to one of them. It always does. It's just a fact of life with me. I just can't fall in love with anyone because it happens. It happens. I'm just gonna go in a corner and cry. I don't wanna. I hate the cliffhanger as well, because it's just like, boy, my beautiful husband's bleeding with a fist through his goddamn stomach. You're gonna make me wait a week for this, boy? What's the point? It's just, why? Why would you go do that, Devil Productions? I would have just been like, King Crimson reveal. Boy, that's cool. But when you hit me with the fist through the stomach, I'm like, boy, why would you go and do that? It's just, nah, fam. Nah. Not happening. It's not happening in JoJo. This is not good JoJo hours. This is my heart is broken JoJo hours at this point. It's just this is the one of everyone that's just like everyone is ready, just like, oh no, please don't. It's just everyone fears that moment of just the realization of King Crimson, just boom right there, just like oh. But I mean, other than that, episode's freaking brilliant, I must say. God damn it. Even hits you with that Bruno backstory as well. Just hits you with that JoJo man backstory. I'm like, oh. You're making me hurt even more there, David Productions. I see your game. But I mean, aside from the fact that it's just like, why would you go and do that, David Productions? His backstory is quite interesting because... My throat was dying during that sentence just then. It's very interesting because it kind of takes the idea of fate, but in a different kind of context. Because... In other storylines, it's kind of been the idea that something's been taken away from the actual kind of character. But here, in a way, it kind of did, but then he actually got it back in a way. And in theory, it kind of does a different way of looking at fate. I actually kind of liked it because it kind of then impacts his character still, because you get to see the actual way that he's like. He's like that kind of very protective person with everyone he actually has. You see it with the group itself. It's very much shown. So you actually do see the fact that event impacts his character for the better. In essence, that he becomes this person that actually is able to actually kind of take down the actual adversaries in JoJo. Yeah. I was like, Diablo's an asshole. Just tell him to piss off. Just to get him out of JoJo. But yeah, it's a very interesting use of the backstory, because it's kind of like it takes place at a very pivotal point in the storyline, and it even comes full circle, because the fact is he kind of was betrayed once by the fact that the drugs were still in the actual kind of town. He was betrayed then, and now he's betrayed even more so by the fact that he's ready to actually kind of kill his own daughter to actually kind of cover his own ass. It's kind of one of those things. You're just like, man, what an asshole! What an absolute asshole! What you doing, lad? What you doing? It's just. Why? But one of the crucial moments I actually kind of liked about this episode overall, actually kind of struck me as brilliant, is the fact of how they actually used Trish's actual kind of anxiety about going through to actually meet her father. I thought it's actually quite well done, because she kind of has that very stoic personality about her. She actually is quite strong-willed. She's like, I'm not nervous or anything, but then you actually do really see the fact that she actually is nervous and actually holds on to Bruno's hand. It's a very kind of subtle moment that actually does in through what to actually kind of tell you that, yeah, she doesn't want to kind of reveal her true emotions, but she kind of is fearing meeting him, which is actually very much true, because the stories you hear and the fact of what you actually know about him makes you go, I don't want to meet him. He sounds like a really bad person. And then you see the ending of the episode, and it's like, yeah, he's a terrible person. Why don't you go and do that, lad? What are you playing at? It's just no. It's just no. So it's one of those things. I kind of like the fact that actually kind of played with that whole entire anxiety that she felt in that kind of subtle way. I thought it's actually quite neat. But then it also feeds back into Bruno's character as well. The idea of how they actually utilized him in that scene as well. How he actually is this person that actually doesn't really take care of people. He's a good person at heart. He really is. He has cool hair though. That's one of the things he does have. He's also got a cool t-shirt on as well. But yeah, I mean, it was actually all around a really neat episode. And the actual visuals themselves actually did very kind of heighten that. I like the use of perspective in this episode as well. How they utilize the idea of the actual kind of place being this grandiose place compared to Bruno and Trish, because you can see it, they're very small compared to compared to the actual place itself, and it doesn't very heighten that anxiety you feel, because it's kind of like one of those things of there's so many places that they can in theory get ambushed from that you kind of do in theory feel that anxiety, and it doesn't very happen. It's a really nice use of the whole protective shot, and also then subverts it by using it in an elevator as well. It was actually kind of one of those one of those things I thought that's actually quite neat, because it's one of the things that you kind of thought was safe, and it actually isn't, because the unsafe place to you is outside, but inside the elevator you're like, boy, you might be safe here, but no, not at all. Not at all, boys, not at all. There's no safe place in JoJo's anymore. There's no safe place in JoJo's. It actually doesn't really go back to the fact that no one is actually safe either. The fact is, no one actually is safe in this anime anymore, because look what happened to Bruno. Bruno didn't happen. He didn't happen. That's what happened. Didn't happen. Whew. But yeah, I mean, props to their productions on that whole reveal as well. Like, it was really well done. The King Crimson reveal was just, it was good. It was a good reveal. I mean, it was just the fact he was terrifying as well. I was like, wow, you really gone all out with this episode, haven't you? It's one of those ones I couldn't believe it. I was like, they just gone all out. They gone all out. They're just revealing him like, boy, you fear this lad. I'm like, okay, I do. But yeah, now we got to wait a week to see what actually doesn't free happen to our boy Bruno and the curtains themselves. So yeah. I'm gonna lie down in the corner and cry, because I have been fearing this episode for a long while, and it actually is here now, and I'm actually still trying to get over the fact that that my husband is bleeding. So yeah, with all that said, that is me done for today. So as always, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream on Twitch, then do indeed leave a follow, because indeed there's something quite a bit. If you haven't enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed there's something quite a bit. If you haven't enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to stay a bit longer, then do indeed leave a sub, because indeed there's something quite a bit. If you haven't enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to stay a bit longer after the whole entire point, then do in theory follow me on Twitter, because indeed there's something quite a bit. On Twitter, actually, no streams go live, and no streams I do as well. And also, as well, after that whole entire point, I should have a Twitter account, but do in theory have Discord. I do have a Discord server as well. There's in theory 20 streams go live, and no streams I do as well. Good point, actually. I'll go censor it out, don't worry. It's not a problem. So until next episode 21 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind, I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.